I thought she brought donuts.
Did all the debates sign the sheet?
Don't know.
That was all in your mailbox?
No,
Did not.
just the top stuff.
Whoa!
Bottom stuff was all old county documents and things that I don't know if my kids
I always
want.
have one. I always have. You just
One
seem
likes
like
that
a little
kind of
more today.
garbage.
Isn't that nice they gave us all cigarette cases? I could use those too.
Number of Band-Aids I go through at school is,
Jody, you walked in with that box and I got excited. I thought you brought donuts.
yeah, no, sorry.
Well, the most helpful thing I saw was the common council pills.
Oh, there you go.
I got a love letter here.
I got a free fuel card. Garbage. And a Christmas card from Progress Lake Shore. Stephen, you look divine.
Never heard that before. Thank you.
Coming yet,
Huh?
He might be coming for the next meeting yet. I'll leave that there.
Andrew, he didn't say anything the other day we were together on Sunday and he said, I'll see you Monday night. So he might have blown the cow.
Yeah, I'm excited that they're switching us back over. It's been hard to keep up with everything only on my tablet because my email won't go back onto my phone.
Really?
It's because they're in the process that week that I was trying to get on my new phone that they're switching us all back over again.
What term is Mike's on?
So that email came Friday.
I don't think he's gonna be here.
Alder Dunbar, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, it is 6:30. We will call our council meeting to order at this time. Welcome everyone in attendance, those watching at home, to the council, to our February meeting. At this time, we'll have the clerk call the roll.
Beeman,
Here.
Breckelberg,
Here.
Schley,
Here.
Dunbar,
Here.
Debates, Anderson,
Here.
Bry,
Here.
Sikowitz,
Here.
Norrell,
Here.
Cummings,
Here.
all members present.
All present, thank you. At this time, everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And if you can remain standing after the pledge for a prayer by our council president, Mike Cummings. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we gather here tonight as the City Council of Manitowoc, grateful for this unseasonable warmth today, yet mindful of the shifting winds and unpredictable nature of February in our home state. Just as we navigate the ups and downs of our climate, help us remain steady and unwavering in our purpose. We ask for continued strength and safety for those who keep our city running, our law enforcement, emergency services, and our dedicated city employees. We thank you for their hard work, and we ask that we never forget that they are friends and neighbors first. In this chamber tonight, let us be ever mindful that the pulse of Manitowoc starts here. Our words and our actions set the tone for the streets and the neighborhoods we serve. Knowing this, grant us the clarity to lead with our heads as well as our hearts. Help us to base our decisions on the solid ground of facts and long-term foresight rather than shifting emotions of the moment. Bless this council, the staff, and every citizen of Manitowoc. Let us work tonight for the greater good of the place we all call home. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Item D, presentations, there are none. Item E, public hearings, there are none. We will move to item F, public input. Anyone from the public is allowed to speak for 5 minutes on anything germane to the business of the city of Manitowoc. We do have sign up for Barb Herman. If you could just come up to the podium.
Dollars. As a taxpayer, I would request respectfully that when there's a one-line item that accounts for 20% of the budget, that should somehow be delineated on the tax statement. Because otherwise, how can we know? And I would just assume, as probably most people do, that Manitowoc School District tax levy is for educating children and the cost of educating children in our public schools. That is not the case. Mr. Abel went on to give me additional information. Right now, there is a cap on the amount that the school district funds for voucher education, but that cap is going to be removed within the next year, I believe, if I have his information down correctly. That is a concern because the amount of the vouchers has gone up considerably over the past few years. In 2024-25, the tax levy rose up to 17%. The year before, it was 15%. Now it was just over 20%, 20.32%. With the removal of the cap, there is no boundary as to what percentage could be included under the Manitowoc Public School District budget. I don't have anything against private education, nothing at all, but I do think that we're not being totally transparent to any of the taxpayers in this community by not noting this. There are 2 communities that do this or just recently voted to do this when I looked. They are Ashland, and as of this year, they said that they couldn't put it on the tax bill, but they were putting an extra flyer in. And then the city of Green Bay on April 15th of 2025 voted to put the information on their tax bills, and it was going to be under the notes section. Now, quite honestly, I feel I'm a little ill-prepared because I didn't pull out my last tax statement to make sure that there was a note state area. But if there is, how simple could it be to just put that down on the notes? And then therefore, people would be knowledgeable as to where their tax dollars are going. That's my request. And I know you can't reply, but I will get back to my council person and find out where it goes from here. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else interested in speaking for public input? Please, if you could just state your name and address for the record.
Mark Korleski, 1401 South 11.
There you go. Thank you.
I had basically 3 questions, but the first one is, could this town or city, put up or have somebody takes 2 people in a car and time these traffic lights so you don't stop at every single one all the time? Because I go down Dewey to go to Menards, you got 6 stops. And you're always stopping. You hardly ever can run the speed limit and go. I understand if you're going over the speed limit or far under, you're not gonna make it. But if you set the speed limit or maybe 5 over, no more than that, you're gonna hit traffic lights just right and they're gonna be green, you can keep on going. So all I'm suggesting is from one end of town to the other end of town, sync the traffic lights so that when one car pulls up and it's out of the sync, it doesn't stop it in the middle of the traveling lane. From one end of town to the other end, they should be timed, and if you miss that time, you wait on the side street, you wait longer, unless you're turning right. And 2 would be, I don't know if it has anything to do with the city or if it's the county, that all the narrow lots that are in town that have been condemned or the building's been tore down, instead of being on a taxpayer's roll, everybody in the county or city has to mow the lawn, shovel the walks in the winter, go up to the homeowners on either side and say, do you want it or do you want it? And if neither one says, I want it, then you split it down the middle and you get half and you get half. And take it off all of us paying taxes. Instead of, we're waiting for somebody to come out and mow it, somebody to come out and shovel it. It'd be a whole lot easier and put it back the way it probably was. And the third, I guess, is because I grew up in it and I went through it with my parents out in Illinois, is all of us older people, after you get a certain age or with no children, say 68 or 70, go 70 is a number, your taxes are frozen. You don't pay any more taxes. If you had no children, you don't pay any more taxes. They don't raise anymore. We're at where we're at right now, but when we're over a certain age, why do we have to keep subsidizing, or we've never had any children pay for everybody else, and we don't have kids? We should have our taxes frozen because we're on Social Security, most of us. We're on a set income and the taxes just keep going up. So if we can get a break for the older people, it'd be a whole lot nicer. It'd make a lot more sense. I guess that's all.
All right, thank you. As mentioned, we can't respond to public input. But if you do want to speak to your individual council member after, you're more than welcome to do
There
that
was
too.
one more, I
Okay,
forgot.
okay.
On Columbus Street, you know, you've been there, but Columbus Street is a drag strip for the high school. And if somebody could, there's been a car inside a basement on 11th and Columbus. One almost hit my tree in my front yard. And there's been 2 or 3 accidents on 12th and Columbus. And I know shortly after we moved in to the house from our apartment, I guess it was 2003 or something like that, 2006, an old couple got killed on 13th in Columbus. And I've had kids from school come in my driveway, wait and turn around and drag strip all the way up to 14th Street, side by side, going down the street. We're all uncontrolled intersections in that area. If they put either yield or stop signs in certain areas that need some control, so there is no more of this uncontrolled for the high school being around it. I understand that other parts of the city, you might be able to get away with it, but when you're right by the high school, the kids are crazy, they think nothing else will hurt them. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Appreciate it. Did we have anyone else for public input previous? No?
Nothing previously
Okay.
submitted.
Once, twice. We will close public input. We will move to item G, appointments. There are none. We'll move to the consent agenda. Is there anything to be removed from the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion and a second by debates. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. We'll move then to item I, committee reports. We'll start with Committee of the Whole. Council President Mike Cummings.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has the documents.
We have document 121 as an ordinance to revise Manitowoc Municipal Code, section 3.800, Code of Ethics. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the ordinance with the Scrivener's correction, the Scrivener's error correction included.
Council, your pleasure on this ordinance.
Move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 124 is a report of the Special Events Committee recommending approval of a variety of special events requiring council action. Committee returned same, recommending approval.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Aye. Motion carried unanimously.
Document 129 is a memorandum of understanding with Two Rivers for inspection services. Committee returned same, recommending to approve the contract.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee report, Mr. Mayor.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Council President Cummings?
That concludes our business today for the committee of the whole, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We'll move then to the Finance Committee, and Alderman Eric Sitkowitz is chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has our documents.
We have document 77, which is a resolution authorizing the issuance and establishing parameters for the sale of not to exceed $22,500,000 general obligation promissory notes. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's reports, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Alderman Sitkowitz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For council's information and everybody else, the $22,500,000 is a combination of issuing debt for our capital projects as well as refinancing of debt and some TIF projects. So it's not all taking on new debt of $22 million. It's a refinancing package as well.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 78 is a scope of engagement relative to the proposed issuance of $22,500,000 City of Manitowoc General Obligation Promissory Notes. Committee returned same, recommending to approve as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 84 is definitely something.
U.S. Department.
U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Community Project Funding Grant for $625,000, $625,000 from HUD with $0 local match. Committee returned same, recommending to approve as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 85 is a Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation Brownfields grant for $250,000, $250,000 from WEDC with minimum $250,000 local match. Committee returned same, recommending to approve as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 86 is a resolution authorizing submission of the fiscal year 2026 Wisconsin DNR Federal Recreation Trail Program grant to support the River Point District Trail. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt as presented.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 88 is potential purchase of River Point Drive lots 1 and 2. Committee returned same, recommending to approve staff to accept and sign offer to purchase and enter into negotiations on term sheet.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 133 is a resolution authorizing submission of the fiscal year 2026 USDOT build grant on behalf of Breeze Malt and Ingredients and Grain Shore LLC. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 134 is a resolution authorizing submission of the fiscal year 2026 USDOT MARAD PIDP grant on behalf of Breeze Malt and Ingredients and Green Shore LLC. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. That is it for finance. Anything else, Alderman Sitkowitz?
No, I believe we've done quite a bit, so that's it.
Spent a lot of money, yeah. It's all right. We'll move right to Personnel Committee then. Alderman Sitkowitz.
We have one document and the clerk has it.
We have document 63 as a resolution to appoint Assistant Police Chief John Musial to Police Chief effective March 21st, 2026. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move for the adoption of the committee's report, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion and a second by Narelle. Discussion. Alderman Sitkowitz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As it states, we'll be appointing Police Chief John Musial to the position of chief on March 21st. That's because our current chief, Nick Reimer, will be retiring on March 20th. So we'll probably get more into that next month, but that's the reason for this appointment coming forth.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Alderman Sitkowitz?
That completes our business. Our meetings for next month are Finance next Monday, March 2nd at 5:30, Personnel Tuesday, March 3rd at 5:30.
Perfect, thank you. Move to the Public Infrastructure Committee and Alderman Bill Schley is chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The clerk has the documents.
We have document 67, which is design proposals for Franklin Street reconstruction. Committee returned same, recommending to approve contingent upon review by city attorney.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
To approve the plan, or the search for a plan, I should say.
Thank you. Motion second by debates. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 68 is a Knowles Nelson Stewardship Funding Support Resolution. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the resolution.
Council, your pleasure on this resolution.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion second. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 70 is an ordinance to repeal section 3.580 of the municipal code. Committee returned same, recommending to adopt the ordinance.
Council, your pleasure on this ordinance.
To approve the resolution, or the removal of the resolution, I should say.
Motion second. Discussion. Alderman Schley.
Just for the sake of transparency, the reason for this is simply because MPU has taken over our wastewater treatment plant, and we have to adjust ordinances because of that. And that's why this resolution.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 114 is the Port of Manitowoc Tonnage and Harbor Activity Report for year 1/1/25 to 12/31/2025. There is no recommendation for me to read.
Is the recommendation to accept and place on file?
Exactly.
Sounds good. That motion is made by?
So moved.
Motion second. Sorry, there was no recommendation, so we just wanted to make sure. Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else, Alderman Schley?
That exhausts our agenda. March 4th will be our next meeting here in the council chamber at 5:30 PM.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Public Safety Committee, Alderman Chad Beaman, anything?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have no documents at this time.
Thank you. We'll move then to the Plan Commission documents.
We have document 56, the Neighborhood of Manitowoc County, Inc. Annual Review of an Adapted Reuse Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of transitional housing located at 1010 Huron Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending to reapprove the 2024 Adaptive Reuse Conditional Use Permit, subject to the attached amended conditions dated February 16th, 2026.
Council pleasure on this report.
To approve the cup and proud to be a part of this project.
Is there a second? Motion second by debates, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 57 is Lotus Recovery Homes, Inc. Annual Review of a Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of transitional housing located at 419 Park Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending to approve the reissuance of the conditional use permit to Lotus Recovery Homes, Inc. for a transitional housing use located at 419 Park Street, including an amendment to Condition E and elimination of Condition J.
Council pleasure on this report.
Move to approve the reissuance of the cup under the new conditions.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 58, Lotus Recovery Homes, Inc. Annual Review of a Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of transitional housing located at 1111 Marshall Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending approval.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move to approve the cup.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 59 is the Lotus Recovery Homes, Inc. Annual Review of a Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of transitional housing located at 404, 406, and 408 Lake Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending to approve the reissuance of the conditional use permit to Lotus Recovery Homes, Inc. for transitional housing use located at 404, 406, and 408 North Lake Street, including the elimination of Condition G.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move to renew the cup.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 60, the Haven Annual Review of a Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of transitional housing located at 826 South 19th Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending to approve the reissuance of the conditional use permit to the Haven of Manitowoc County for a transitional housing use located at 826 South 19th Street, including and the elimination of Condition E.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move to approve the cup.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
Document 61, McMullen and Pitts, IMF Real Estate Holdings LLC, Annual Review of a Conditional Use Permit for the establishment of a construction laydown storage yard located at 866 South 26th Street. Plan Commission returned same, recommending to approve the annual review of the conditional use permit to McMullen and Pitts Construction Company for the operation of a contractor's equipment storage yard pursuant to the attached amended conditions.
Council, your pleasure on this report.
Move to approve the cup.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. That completes all of our business. Is there any other business to come before the council at this time?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned.